What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DX Gamer Show. My name is OperationDx, and we are back here for the second episode of the day, Thursday, April 4th, 2013. This is episode 16 of our Simcity Let's Play, and our primary goal for today is to get that research project going for the Great Works Project, the Shuttle Launch Center. Also, just like the previous episodes, we are going to, focus on getting high wealth and getting our density up in this city. And then later on in this episode, I'd actually like to get some sort of public transportation going in the city, because now that we have our college down, we're going to probably be running a little bit of an issue as far as traffic on that main road. So we want to probably get some, form of that going. So I'll probably drop a, regular bus terminal. We may later on get the Department of Tourism hooked up to our city hall so that we can actually get ourselves an international bus tour, in which point I might actually nuke the regular bus tours, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I love looking at the power grid on this one. It looks like a cool circuit board whenever you act. It looks like some kind of an alien circuit board or something whenever you look at the power grid in this one. And you can't see the poo at night. The poo grid up there for a second. Everything's going good in that regard, and hopefully, we won't have to build our own in this city. And if we get to the point where we might need it, we might hop off this city and start up the tourism casino city to have them generate more power, and then we'll have them transfer. We'll buy it from the region from that point, because I really don't want to even deal with that in this city. So alright, so we're just making our way here. We just need to get a few more students so we can upgrade our college and get the School of Engineering going so we can get that project started. And that should be happening pretty soon here. And we're just pretty much going to be watching our city dense up. But look at that. Okay, so you can see we're almost there. And that's like what I said last episode or whatever. That's what those dormitories kind of do, is they give you those free people. And we've got, as our city keeps growing here, we're still fluctuating in that 13,000 range, but I suspect we're going to have a large city here. I don't know how big it's actually going to go, but awesome. There we go. We have our unlock for the college, and we can go ahead and place our School of Engineering, which you're going to do right now. I really like how you have these like service kind of roads in the college, and you can make it, have its own kind of unique look and feel. I really like the college in this game. Like, I like how it's like a big sprawling, almost like its own like tied in like little micro town or whatever. And that's kind of how colleges are. They've got their own little population inside there. So I kind of like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started, and it only costs 200,000, so that's not too bad. We're not going to obviously have that million to start the project with the city by the time, probably. I mean, I don't know. We're in the red right now because, like I said, when you get that big flux of money, you pretty much just try to grow the city up as fast as possible, and you spend that money very rapidly, which could get yourself into trouble, and you got to kind of watch out for that if you kind of follow this method. But I do know, in fact, this city is going to move up, like I was talking about in the previous episode. So we'll be fine in that regard. I don't know what this city is going to be capable of as far as max population. I'd like to get it up pretty decently high. We are eventually going to buy denser roads so that we can get a higher density population a little bit later, but we're still waiting for stuff to fill. It's really kind of a lot of downtime at this point. I'm cutting a good deal of stuff out just because we're just kind of sitting here waiting for things to move on, and it does take a little bit for that to happen. And like I'm just placing the parks and stuff to encourage that growth. And I cannot wait. I think we need a population of about 40,000, and we'll be able to place the mayor's mansion, which will be great in this city because we'll be able to upgrade it a whole bunch of times, because the population should absolutely love us in this city because we're doing everything right. We got the taxes low, and we got the parks out, and we're providing lots of good services and education and all that. So I mean, our ratings should stay pretty high, and this will probably be the easiest type of city to actually do that. So that's something that we can kind of do, and that'll be cool for this particular city. But as we watch here, as the regions start to get a little more dense, I cannot wait for the higher wealth, high tier buildings and stuff. I love the way they looked. As I had mentioned before, they're really kind of cool. There are lots of glass and lots of white and blue. I really like the way it looks. These look like maybe mid wealth buildings. They almost look like the low wealth buildings that are in our Indie DX city, but they're not. They're a little different. So this is kind of a cool shot. I'm kind of liking the view as we grow up here, and checking out different areas of the city and stuff. I also like the view on the reverse side. You can actually see the city in the background. I wish it was a little higher resolution so you can kind of see it right now, and it's really blurry in the back, but it's kind of cool. I like having that visual kind of thing going on, and that's what this game does have. It has pretty good graphics. So I mean, it's always fun, and I do enjoy sitting down and just sitting back, and that's why you're kind of seeing this, a lot of this where I'm stopping and I'm focusing in on the buildings and looking at each building, and every once in a while I'll go down and look at a sim or follow a vehicle around or that kind of thing. It's really kind of cool to do, and that's what makes this game kind of unique among the other SimCity games. But anyways, we are moving along here. We actually climbed a couple thousand in our population at this point, and we were able to get the second unlock that will probably be upgrading later to the Department of Transportation so that we can get that regional bus terminal, and that will really help with transporting Sims back and forth between the cities. And that will also help with the casino tourism city that we'll be building a little bit later on down the line. And we'll have all that stuff in place, which I always like to do. I like to place the buildings, have them in place beforehand, and have everything, pretty well planned out. But we did kind of wing this city. I have some, specific kind of design goals for it, but we're rapidly meeting all that criteria. We got our college. We got a unique road structure. It's a little more aesthetic. High wealth citizens. I mean, everything is going exactly as it should. Hopefully, we don't run into too big problems. I suspect that we're going to probably run into another disaster at some point down the line. That just happens in this game. It doesn't usually happen when you first build a city, but I suspect the more time we spend with it, the more likely we are. And for some reason, this region, I like to play in this region. What is it, something woods or whatever? I forget the name. But this particular area, this 4-block city area, I just get a lot of disasters in it. So I don't know. But like I said, it's been patched, and the last city we got away actually with a really long time without having any disasters. In fact, the first disaster I expected to happen was that little monster guy from the garbage, and then another one would probably be an earthquake because of the mining. But we didn't build 2 of each mine like I did in the city that I played before I did this Let's Play. Actually, I had 2 ore mines and 2 coal mines for that city. But I'm really hoping that we're able to get the launch center completed before we run out of ore and coal. Otherwise, that city is going to be slightly gimped, and we might have to do some importing, or we'll have to do some rearranging in that city to mine the other locations of coal and ore. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but that just might be a possibility, fair warning, down the line. So we will be revisiting the city in DDX. It's probably going to be a more cut down version, as the majority of that is just going to be to export the resources over to the Great Works project. Something else we might do while we're working on that, though, is since we're planning a 3rd city, we will transfer another couple of million to the new city, I guess, before we start it. So that city is actually going to be responsible for a lot of stuff, It's probably going to be responsible for starting the Great Works project, getting most of the materials to the Great Works project, getting the money to the new city, the tourism casino city. And yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff, but we'll probably try to keep that down to possibly 1, maybe 2 episodes to just alleviate, because we've been there, done that kind of thing. However, if you guys have a problem with that, I'm sure you can let me know and I will listen, of course. So when placing my bus stops, I usually kind of follow the same kind of guidelines. I usually almost always stick my stops for the bus and the school stops in the same exact location. But in bigger places, like say the college, you need to place more bus stops because the bus stops actually fill up. And when they fill up, they can't transport anymore until they're taken care of. And that will cause a huge traffic jam, so we got to be mindful of that as well. And we're just basically going to fully upgrade this station, and that's going to be it for this one, you guys. So I'll see you guys Friday for the next 2 SimCity episodes, and thank you for watching the DX Gamer Show and my SimCity Let's Play. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and see you later.